EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Quick slant to Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. To throw again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Jacobs, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Push him back. Push him back.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The 20.
Prime time, baby.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the 30 on second down, Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running it with Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Jacobs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Uncorks one for Davis, and that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And down inside the 15 he goes. 60 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he just throws this one away. smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. On second down, it's Boyd. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. On third down, Boyd. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Room to run again. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Boyd, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And Davis with it left side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Mahomes now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. Boyd. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Boyd. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go play fake. Mahomes to Jefferson on the slant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you? They
certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. 2nd down and 3. Running is Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Jacobs. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. He gets this one to Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd down now, it's Boyd. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six.